What did you find, Patrick?
Well, Mueller's indictment said that Manafort wired $5.4 million to a home improvement company based in the Hamptons, Long Island, and the building permits filed in Southampton and New York City don't show $5.4 million worth of home improvement.
What do they show?
About 1.1 or 1.2.
5.4 versus 1.1.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference.
It's a big difference. Now, if you've ever renovated a home, you know there may be some unexpected costs here or there, but...
Are there any plausible explanations for that you can think of?
I think that's a good one. I mean, not every cost needs to show up on a building permit as well, and jobs change, and maybe the paperwork doesn't
But there are red flags. What were the red flags?
Well, aside from the $4 million.
that's a lot.
Which is a pretty big number. I think that you would be upset if your contractor came back and said that actually it was going to be $4 million more than he originally thought. The payments to this company they tended to end in round numbers, which is a little surprising. I mean, the payments came from a bank in Cyprus.
Well, that's a question I had. Just a bank in Cyprus? I mean, most of us, when we pay our home improvement, people don't go through Cyprus to do it. Why Cyprus?
Yeah, and you would think that if you were a contractor and you were getting these dollar amounts from Cyprus, and assuming this was all legitimate work, you might say, that's funny. And certainly your bank would say, what's going on with this, because Cyprus does have a reputation.
But look, could some of his friends, I read your article, and some of his friends were saying he was just a big spender. Yeah. Not like us. I don't think we would do that. But could that be an explanation?
Yeah, at least partially. I mean, it's a nice house in a nice part of the Hamptons, and it's got tennis courts and a pool and a little pitching green.
There you see it. Look at that house.
He spent $35,000 on a pergola.
But this is a criminal indictment.
Yeah.
And it may well lead to criminal trial before a jury if he doesn't settle beforehand, right? So isn't he going to have to give some explanation to the jury about how this happened? Most jurors in the District of Columbia, believe me, are going to find $4.5 million, a large number to miss.
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I think that we did hear from a contractor in South Florida who did some work on a home that Manafort's own in Palm Beach or Palm Beach Gardens. And he said, yeah, I heard from a government investigator, and look, it was on the up and up, but they did contact me. So I would expect there will be more questions about this work.